Hey guys, welcome back. This is our second episode. In the first one, we did the electric furnace here. Shuffled things around a little bit to get a tighter configuration. We still have the two feed and hoppers now instead of just one. And it's still all outputting into an ender chest that's sitting there behind the wall. I got all four of the furnaces put in. Here's a little look at the plumbing behind the panel wall, or the cover wall. Ender chest is still screaming, bringing everything in from the quarry. And every furnace now has at least two diamond chests to load it with. This will make things a lot easier because we can use dollies to pop the empty chest off and drop a full one on. So this will make life a lot easier. Um, Today, we got to get the sag mills up, got to get the pulverizers up. We need that. We need to grind the ores before we can smelt them. So we're gonna do a sag mill today. Um, may do the pulverizer. I don't know how long this episode's gonna drag on. But this is the way that we multiply most ores. By running them through the sag mill with dark balls, you can get at least three times the ore. Guaranteed double. You usually get four, but I'm going to say at least three times. Now, sag mills are, you know, they're really great. Now, if you're going to be duplicating some other things, you will have to use a pulverizer. Everything does not sag. Everything does not pulverize. Things like cobalt and ardite, you can only get more than one back from those by putting them through an alloy smelter with cinnabar and such. So there is ways to get more than one from your ores. This is just one of the ways. I prefer the sag mill and pulverizer method because it works really well and it's quite simple. And for an automated workshop like we're building here, we can build it right in to where it'll be all automated. It'll all get sucked right back into the computer. So all we'll have to do is decide what we're sagging or what we're pulverizing and just load up the chests. So first thing is to place the sag mill. We're gonna have to use, yeah, I think that should work. It might not though. But we're gonna do the sag mill with hoppers for now. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up switching over to item conduit. It all depends how it works. I like the hoppers because they work very well. It doesn't matter what's in the area. Like if you chop something up, it'll feed it right back into it. So now if we spin this around, we should be able to configure it to where it outputs. Yes, we need that on push to or on pull, so it pulls the stuff in from the hopper. We need that on push, so it puts it out. Front we don't do anything with because we want it pretty. Bottom's already hooked up to the power because we dropped it on the cable. So, it's hooked up. This should be ideal setup. Let's see once here. So you know what? We don't need this. Yeah, we don't need this one. So we'll pop this one back out of here. Don't forget, ender chests dig very hard. So we gotta make sure that we want them where we put them. They're almost as bad as these marble covers that have covered everything in here. They're pretty tough too. So we have this, but I think, gonna go with a multiple chest setup, just because I want to be able to load this thing and let it run for a couple hours. Ideally, that's what I would like to do. And if we pop an item conduit in here, and this is the Ender IO conduit. Can't get the stupid chest to rotate. Darn! Okay, it doesn't want to play nice with others. But if we go to the 3x3 here, let's get rid of this so we have access to it. Marble covers are nice, but they're tough. An easier marble cover is if you don't use a chisel on it. See, I use a chisel on these here to make them white. It's better if you don't chisel them for removal's sake because they pop right out. Once you chisel anything, it takes on a harder, prettier view. So let's fix this just because it's driving me nuts. This has got it's, I don't know, face front. Everything's got a face front. I guess I fall back to my kindergarten training. So now I'm going to pop an item conduit here in the center, and you'll see it'll turn into a star. See, it went instant 4-way. Now we got a whole lot of problems. Damn it! Got to remember to shift. So down is going to be insert. We need to insert into the sag mill. Everything else is already right. It already has everything as extract. But we still have to go around and turn them all on. So make sure that you go to always active with the redstone. And let's grab, do I have? That'll allow me for 3 squares to have a sag mill with 3 hoppers. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a lot of storage. 3 diamond chests will keep a sag mill running for, better part of probably 4 hours, 5 hours. It's not the fastest thing in the world. But let's grab out some ore here. What are we going to smelt? Let's smelt some yellowite. God knows we need it for the reactor. We always do. Put a dolly away. And we need some dark steel balls. Now, in one of my later videos, I upgraded this whole setup and made everything to where it was 100% automatic. I have everything now. Configure. Everything is in. Over here it's out. All right, push, pull. Yes. Beautiful. Why am I not working? Well, let's put the balls in there. Why are you not pulling? I bet my conduit's off. Okay, so we'll mess with the conduit here in a moment. You see how this is, it turns the 1 into 3, 4. Yeah, I think my conduit's off. Oh, I'll fix that later. Let's see, now it'll also pull dark balls in from here as well. So you can load up a chest with dark balls. You can load up, a couple stacks of dark balls will do 3 diamond chests full of ore easily. So we can just pile it up and then let it run. At the time of recording of this here, I was, when you see the ring pop up with my name, that's us talking on TeamSpeak. My TeamSpeak is not, child friendly. So I usually don't record a TeamSpeak, but we're going to put marble covers on these guys. Put a solid, it's pain in the butt. Always remember to crouch when you're placing cover over something. At least these covers, because they're really tough to dig back up. They're tougher than marble. That's the funny thing. I guess by using the chisel on the marble, you've increased its hardness. I don't know. Cut away all the defects. That's it. Yeah. That's what we'll go with. Cut away all the defects. So grab that cover back. Now we got to come up here and there we go. Drop the cover in there. Fly on up here. Close it in. Close it in. And we're leaving the Walmart lighting back there in the wall. Just because it's over 2 blocks high at some places. So there is potential for spawn. And we don't want something blowing apart our pretty wall. Or even worse, blowing apart our machines. that's the Sag Mill up, running, in great shape. Uh, like I said before, the Sag Mill is a way to very multiply your ores drastically. You load up a chest full of Yellorium, for instance, and you get back 3 chests, 4 chests, 5 chests full, which just greatly increases our production. And this makes things much better for, like if you're, for instance, dark steel or dark iron, right? Dark iron is very, very rare. Um, we can run it through the Sag Mill and get 3 times, 4 times what we get in ores. The same thing also goes with things like Yellorium, uranium. Another one is shiny. Shiny is fairly difficult to get. By running these things through the Sag Mill, you now turn one ore into 4. And you can run the Sag Mill without the dark steel bolts. You do not need them; they are not required. But with the dark steel balls is how you get all the bonuses. That's how you get all the extra ores. So you kind of want to do the dark steel ball thing. And it's great. Dark steel is obsidian, pulverized coal, and iron cooked in an or in an alloy smelter. Now you make pulverized coal with the pulverizer. Yeah, who would have thought that, huh? Yeah. You do get a byproduct of pulverized coal though, and that is sulfur. So you have to be kind of careful. Which, I mean, if you pay attention to it, it's not that bad. But a lot of times with the sulfur, it gets a little crazy. Because if you aren't paying attention, you're like, well, why is my pulverizer not working? You open it up, and here it's got a full stack of sulfur inside. Uh, Feed the Beast mod pack or Feed the Beast is really great. The Direwolf20 mod pack really gives us a whole lot to be able to intertwine different mods. Uh, yeah, pulverizer there, and it is not firing. Is it RedNet? Thermal expansion. It may need a RedNet connector underneath. We'll set it up a while. Again, we're going to do just like the Sag Mill. We're going to put all 3 of them around it so that we have 3 feed in this thing. We really want to crank this Sag Mill and pulverizer up to where we can have it screaming and just constantly be grinding our ores. We gotta make sure we turn these all on to constant. Whoops. See, that's a bonus about a wrench. It easily removes machinery. Oh, goes back just as easy. No worries. Augmentation of these here come automatic with an integrated hopper. It lets it, you can transfer stuff out. The servo lets you transfer stuff in, and the redstone lets you bypass redstone signal because we don't really want to have to deal with the redstone signal. But now, since the ender on the other side is hooked up to another ender chest, we're going to put this next ender over here so we can link the next machine to it. And granted, it's ender chests are expensive. This is all very expensive stuff. Like the item conduit is very pricey, but I have an ender quarry running that's constantly mining. We built Mob Grinder a couple of months ago with Enderman in it, and it's constantly now to where we have resources to do whatever we want. We don't have to struggle for survival anymore. So it's creative time, basically. I mean, we're not playing in creative mode. We're playing, real world mode. But when you don't have to chase food and items to, yep, that's what I thought. It's a redstone item. So we need to make a hole here so I can get in there. I got a big head, so it's kind of tough to fit. I'll pop in here. Yep. Surely enough, it's not hooked up. So the ender will go right here. Pop an item conduit between them. There we go. Up is disabled because we don't want to connect it to that chest at all. Now east will be insert. And west is extract. Constantly good. Okay, so ender chest is set up.